generational curse interrupter, a identity shifter, someone that people have to double take. They can't even put in a box they don't understand. Someone who's so embodied in their wisdom, in their expertise, in their life. They live life with intention, with joy. They have certainty around what they believe and what they don't believe. Those are the people that other people build the brand for. That's a mass movement. But in order to build a mass movement, you need to move. And you need to show people the things that you're doing. You need to be willing to show them the beginner. You need to be willing to show them the messy middle. And you need to definitely let them see you in your leadership. So in 2023, when I was publishing my second book, where is it? Here, I think I have it over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. My second book. The person that I hired to do my cover was like, wow, I'm so excited to be working with such an amazing powerhouse of a woman. And then she goes, what are your brand colors? Okay. I was already making 8 figures in my business at this point. I had already written other books, published them. I had already created over 200 courses at this point. You know what I said to her? Does anyone want to guess? I said, what the hell is that? She said, you don't know your brand colors? I said, I didn't know I needed brand colors. This was 13 years in to my journey online, to me documenting and creating my life and my frameworks. So she said, well, where do you sell? I said, well, I go live on YouTube and people buy my stuff. And she's like, can you please send me a link to your YouTube channel and your website? So she went to my YouTube channel and came back like 6 or 7 minutes later. And she was like, here are your brand colors. You tend to use a lot of red and gold, and we'll add white to it, and that will be your brand colors. I said, okay. So she, the designer of this book cover, chose my brand colors. And yet I see so many people. I have even people in my community that are like, I'm building a brand, and they've been doing it for 3 years. They've never sold anything. Why not build such a delicious life? That doesn't mean perfection. A delicious life is an adventure, okay? It's going to have scars and horror stories and maybe, God forbid, bloodbaths, life lessons learned through blood, sweat, and tears. It's going to have comedy. It's going to have action. It's going to have drama. It's going to be a real life. Build a life so amazing that creates the body of work, and you're not fiddling with unnecessary things like brand.
If you're looking to learn how to trade, a community is very important. And I've joined previous communities, and teaching wasn't one of the strong points. So I was left with guessing. Trade with the pros definitely goes down to the basics so that you can understand the process of trading. I don't have to guess. I can access recordings if I miss a lab. I can also do one-on-ones with accountability coaches that
never bought anything because I like their brand colors. That's not why people buy. Parents and their grandparents and their aunts and uncles. Older people really matter to us. People before us really matter to us. And so if we awaken and empower people over 40 who have lived embodied experience, who have expertise, and we empower them to build glorious lives through pride of ownership, we change humanity. Because the trickle-down effect of that, it either compounds in your favor, in society's favor, or it compounds against us. So when we keep telling people over 40, you're useless, no one wants you, you're outdated, and we discriminate against them in the marketplace, that's a lie. Because we actually tear down society. I just paid someone $75,000 for 4 hours of their time because she has more experience. She's lived embodied experience in the thing that I'm creating next. Did she work hard for those 4 hours? No. Did I hire her and pay her $75,000 for 4 hours because she was efforting? No. Because she has experience in something I want to build. So this is a big myth that you are paid for your time and effort. And yet, because we've been brainwashed from our schooling and we've been brainwashed from our corporate experience, unwittingly, unknowingly, we're still exchanging time for money. You know that I've had to undo this at new levels. You know that saying, new level, same old devil? And there's been, even though I've been an entrepreneur for most of my life, but because I went to, regular public school, I had a little bit, a couple years of corporate experience before I started my real estate business in my 20s. I would find myself at new levels, even when I got to like six-figure months, I was still like behind the scenes tracking time and money. Before, when I was in corporate, it was like, okay, I get paid every 2 weeks. And how much do I make a year? Then when I got into real estate, it was, I get paid per closing. And then when I became an investor, it was like, I got paid per closing, and then I got paid per flipping the properties. So when I started this business, my education business, I was still bringing some of that. And so now it became like, okay, I get paid for sales, right? But then I realized that I was still tracking my month in a really interesting way. Where I was like, oh my gosh, I still have a little bit of like cleaning up to do here. Because even in business, then we start tracking quarterly. We start tracking how much did we make every month. And I was like, that's so interesting. Because the more I'm able to let go of that exchange of money in that way, like in exchanging my time, I apologize, someone's texting me, the more we limit ourselves. Because we're not acknowledging our mastery, right? So for example, if I was selling you a package, okay, and I was going to teach you how to literally learn the skill of pulling money out of thin air by packaging up your expertise into offers. And you got so good at making offers that you could be having a conversation with someone and just pull an offer out of thin air using what you already know. Well, here's the thing. Would you ask me, Mina, how many hours do I get? Oh, you would be like, how quickly can I learn this? Right? You wouldn't be saying, well, I'm only going to buy this if I get 1,000 hours of your time. You're a busy person. You have things going on in your life. You don't care that you get 1,000 hours of my life. You don't care if you're like, I'm going to call you every day. You don't have time for that. What you're looking for is my lived embodied experience. You know I've sold thousands of offers. Thousands of offers. You've seen me sell thousands of offers. You can go rewatch all of my videos and see me making offers every day. So you would say, okay, I'm going to come to your Lakshmi event in Miami and just learn how to do this very high income skill in 3 days. You're not going to be asking me, how many hours and minutes do I get, Mina? You're like, give me the expertise, give me the embodiment. Am I right? Give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying. Yes. Hi, Laurel. I'm so happy to see you. Energy and proximity and embodiment. Right? So we are not trading, especially in the economy that we live in now, where everyone's creating their own economy. We are no longer trading time for money. So let's say that there's someone that is willing to give me 1,000 hours of their time versus someone who's more embodied in the thing I want to learn. And they're like, I'll just teach you this in 3 hours because I know it like the back of my hand. Who would I pay more? The person giving me 1,000 hours and wasting my time? Or am I going to pay more to the person that's like, I know this so well, this is what I do. I'll teach it to you in 3 hours. I'm going to go with the 3-hour person. I'm pretty impatient and I love speed and I know money loves speed. As they say, big money moves fast, slow money moves slow. Like low money moves slow, big money moves fast, low money moves slow. That's the actual saying. Right? We want to buy time, not trade time. Bingo, Jacqueline, that's so good. That's so good. And so when you have embodiment and experience, which you have actually lived things. You have studied things, you experienced things, you have expertise, you have your degrees, your diplomas, you have your skills. You have actually gone through life. You have decades of experience. What you bring to the table is not your timed exchange, it's your embodiment, it's your experience. To me, paying $75,000, $75,000 for 4 hours, that's like collapsing decades of time. Because I took that person's 4 decades of lived embodied experience, and all I had to pay for it was $75,000 and learn it and download it in 4 hours. Sign me up twice. I'm going to turn that $75K into $75 million. And here's the thing, you can't even measure this in money because now my kids know that skill. Oh my God, I changed my bloodline and all I had to pay was $75K for decades of lived embodied experience worth of knowledge. Do you see how this works? The world has changed, the economy has changed. Right now, people are desperate for actual lived embodied experience. People are tired of regurgitated nonsense, AI slop with no soul. And this is where you come up. Like I was saying to some of my students in one of my containers right now, the world is on fire and the Avengers are assembling. P.S. We're the Avengers. Okay? Wake up. If there's ever been a need for you to fully show up, and I know you've been trying, I know you've been working hard, but I mean really show up like you own the place. Like the world needs you. Like you are the water for a world that's on fire. Literally on fire. I'm seeing all the images come up on socials. I don't even watch the news, but it's showing up in socials, and I'm like, wow, this is not a metaphor anymore. The world is literally on fire, and the Avengers are assembling. And the coaches and the mentors and the guides, whether you're happy or not, whether you like it or not, you are the Avengers. This is it. This is the time. You have been summoned. You have been invited. Step up fully. I know you've been doing the thing. I know you have. But you also have been hiding. You've been playing small. And in 6 months from now, you're going to look back and you're going to say, oh my gosh, there's a whole other paradigm. I was really playing small. This is my invitation to you. This is my call to action. Are you in? Give me a yes in the chat or in the comments if you're in. If you recognize that this is your time, the world needs you. God created you for this specific moment. And no, we don't need your hustle. We don't need your burnout. We don't need your effort. We need you. We need you. We need your lived embodied experience. We need your mastery. We need your love. We need your servant heart. We need your embodiment. We need your love. We need you. You. It's time. I know that we got away with hiding for so long. I know I've been hiding too in so many ways. But we cannot hide anymore. It's literally costing people their sanity, their mental health, their life. We must wake up. There's some people that fight against war. And as Mother Teresa said, I don't attend war rallies. If there's ever a peace rally, invite me. We are the peace rally. We are the hope. We are the lighthouse and the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, this is my time. I'm all in. I'm all in. And so the way I do it, it's lived, embodied experience, it's presence, it's heart. Is it okay with you if I share with you a couple of things that I have going on, some free, some paid, that I'm going to share with you? Let me know if you would like to hear my offers and some really important and potent things that you are going to be interested in. Let me know. Give me a yes. Tell me, Mina. Tell me, Mina. And I'll start sharing my formula and how I've done it. You see me doing it. It's not a secret, but I'm just kind of like breaking that fourth wall and sharing with you. I know there's, yes, Mina? Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm getting a lot of hearts and saying, tell me, Mina, give it to me in the chat. Yes, please. Absolutely. Yes. Share. Amazing. Amazing. So before I even go into my offers, let me just share you, as you can see, what I've been doing for 15 years. For 15 years, I have been showing up with my heart, with my presence, with my time, with my energy, and with my life. And I have been adding value to people's lives by sharing my life, by sharing what I know, what I've learned, what I've embodied, where I've failed, what I've corrected, what I've refined. And if you don't believe me, you can go back and look at my channel. It's all there. I deleted about 1,000 videos I told you guys this at the advice of a mentor I had, and I regret it to this day. I wish those 1,000 videos were on top of these 1,000 videos, but that's okay. That's okay. It was meant to be. But you can go back and you can see it. You can see 1,000 videos of lived embodied experience, right? And then what I do is when I've already showcased my value, my embodiment, because I've already changed their lives with my free content, then I invite them into my paid work, my frameworks, my transformation portals, my transmissions. And some of the people whose lives I've changed, they join those groups, those containers, those courses. They read my books. And other people, they're just like, I just like your free content, and I'm sending you prayers. And they're both welcome. They're both welcome. And so I have, through the last 15 years, through grief, through childbirth, through relationship ups and downs, through financial stuff, through health stuff, you guys remember my autoimmune journey? Through all of it, just showed up to the best of my ability and shared my actual lived embodied experience. No posturing, no performing. This is what you get. This is what you get. And now, suddenly, the world has noticed. And people have been begging me for the last 2 years to create a certification, a coaching certification around my 4 stages of transformation. Interestingly enough, when I've launched so many frameworks, so many things, the most famous of my work to this day that attracts celebrity clients from all over the world still remains the 4 stages of embodiment. Basic Babe, Self-Aware Barbie, $1 Million Babe, and High End Divinity. And people have been begging me to turn that into a certification that have been moved by that work. So here's the deal, guys. That certification, I have 2 things to share with you. There is a wait list And there's also a application now that was just released. For those of you guys that got on the wait list or have already applied, I'm running a private Zoom call, just the people that are interested in the certification, to ask you questions and answer your questions. I'm gonna learn more about you and what you're looking for from this certification, so I can make it just exactly what you need, and I will answer your questions of what the certification will be. It's called Embodied Metaphysics Manifestation Coach Certification, but you can apply it to health. You know my work. You can apply it to relationships. I apply the 4 stages to coaching, to selling. You need to know this for sales, because a lot of times people are selling things made for self-aware Barbies, but they're using basic babe language, and then they're wondering why they're not buying, or they're attracting the wrong clients. So that certification, the application is open now. You can apply, and I'm running a it's like a free pre-launch party for those people that are on the wait list. Let me also send the wait list. So that's the first announcement that I want to make. I don't think I threw the wait. This is the wait list. This is how you get invited to that Zoom call. The second thing, questions about that, let me know please in the comments or in the chat, is on April 28, 29, and 30th of this year, 2026, I am hosting a 3-day VIP immersion event in Miami area, Miami, Florida area. This is like the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. And what I'm teaching in this event is a very high income skill set, which is how to pull offers out of thin air. You're going to learn a skill in which, regardless of what circumstance you're on, social media, email, Instagram, YouTube, face-to-face, and there is a person struggling in front of you, there is a person needing something, expertise, embodiment, they need something, you are generous and you are servant-hearted, and you can make an offer for them that is going to give them the transformation and the results that they desire. And that's the 3 days that we're going to be doing. And of course, it won't be a Mina Irfan event if there isn't dancing and partying and eating and fun and all the things. By the way, go to my website or even go to the Lakshmi sales page. Some of the highlights from our last event just came out, and I'm so excited. I can't post them on YouTube because they put music on it. YouTube doesn't allow music, and I'm so bummed, but you can go see on my Instagram, on my website, theuniverseguru.com.
She was giving me like a lot of good tea. I've always wanted to actually like speak with a dietitian. My goals and my concerns.
They're fire. They're so good. I mean, if you're gonna learn and transform, might as well make it pleasurable. I believe that pleasure makes the transformation land deeper. Say yes if you believe pleasure makes it more fun. Pleasure makes I mean, we're gonna learn anyways, like we're badasses. We're gonna learn. We might as well make it fun. Questions coming up. May I answer any questions about any of the things that I shared? I know there's a big lag of time. I'm gonna see if I have it on the calendar already for, yes, the certification, like pre-launch party. It's gonna be on Zoom, and I'm looking at March 5th for that, and I'm about to send the Zoom link to everyone that has either applied or is on the wait list. So you guys will get that Zoom link. And it's absolutely free to attend the certification, kind of like the pre-game party. Yes, Diana said. Beautiful. Yes. What is coming up for you as you hear about your worth and your belonging in the market? You belong in the market. You are the market. People look up to you as the leader, as the embodied queen, king or queen. And I know that having the art of creating frameworks. Like, I don't want you to create a brand. I want you to create a body of work so potent that your brand just builds itself around it. It just takes, like, other people create the movement around you. They come closer to you. They're interested in, remember that saying, I'll have what she's having? That. Well, people got on the wait list so that they could get the application, and we just released the application today. I think right now only the Gynod students got it in the Telegram, but I wanted to announce it here. So how it works is, whether you apply or on the wait list, you get the Zoom link for the event on Friday. I'm sorry, on Thursday, on March 5th. And then those of you guys that show up, I want to ask you some questions, and I want to answer your questions. It's like an information pre-game party. We're going to have a lot of fun, but it's the intention of that is for those that are serious about personal mastery using the 4 stages and then building a career. Either maybe you're in a career transition, or you want to add to your suite of expertise and you want to apply my frameworks and what I've been teaching and how I coach. Yes. Amazing. Yanni said, can't wait to take the nervous system reboot. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so happy to have you in there. So that Zoom link, my team will be sending it out to everyone that's on our certification list. Okay, and this is how you get on that list. Oops, this is Lakshmi. Let me send it again. For those that are like, just give me the application, I'm ready, you can just go ahead and apply. So it's a very short application. Amazing. Coaching, mentorship is such a servant-hearted, God-led career, and it changes your own life. So I was talking to someone a couple of weeks ago, and she asked me, I had just met her, and she asked me what I do, and I told her, and she said, oh my gosh, no wonder you look so good. She's like, I used to be a life coach. And I said, oh, really? And she said, yes, I quit. And she's like, since I quit, I gained weight. My relationship started struggling. Like my mindset started going down. I started thinking negatively. And she said, having this conversation with you has made me realize that actually being a life coach or a coach in general, like was helping me. And I feel the same way. I'm so glad that you asked me to be a life coach, because I was on YouTube from 2011 to like 2016 before people started saying you should be a life coach. And I was like, what is that? I had never heard of it. And when I went and Googled, it was like, oh my God, I was made for this. It's really a calling. Being a coach is not really just a career. It's a calling. It's a calling to serve. It's a calling to live life with intention. It's a calling to model success and embodiment and help other people level up their lives, live intentional, beautiful lives, not only for themselves, but for their future generations. I always say, for 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. So I think that becoming a coach, I've been a coach now for 10 years. I have 8 certifications. I'm a master life coach. I also recently got ordained as a minister, you guys know. I'm continuously improving and growing. Being a coach has changed my life. Because when you know you have not only your own children looking up to you, but you have thousands of people that are looking up to you for leadership, that are inspired by you, you have to bring your best game. And I think it has raised my floor, not just my standards. Remember, standards are our ideals. Floors are how we actually live every single day. It has completely shifted my floor, because I know that there is a deep responsibility on my life now. Because people are watching and they're inspired. And that makes me show up as my best every single day as my best, because I know that I get respect for what I do in private publicly. So if I was living my life unintentionally, if I was not showing up in my mastery, if I wasn't showing up my best behind the scenes, you would see it publicly. It shows on your face, it shows on your energy, shows on your body. You are always your greatest asset. You are always your greatest proof of concept. It's really the best feeling, yes. Yes. I just started coaching for free because I wanted to gain experience. And actually, I was doing the same thing in the beginning, but people get better results and respect you more when you're willing to charge, when you're willing to exchange energy. Because when we're doing something for free all the time, we turn receivers into takers without even realizing it. Yeah. So it's time for you to really step up as the queen that you are, as the embodiment that you are, with the experience that you have. It's also time that the content made for people over 40 is not just about anti-aging. Like, I'm so sick and tired of that. I don't watch that content at all. I don't watch that content at all. As if the only thing I bring to the table is how I'm aging. What about how I'm loving? What about all the new things that I'm learning? What about the impact that I'm having on the planet? What about the lineage that I'm recoding? What about the people that I inspire? What about my mastery and my experience? We have to bring more to the table, because then we teach people that that's all we have. Those are the only conversations. That's what makes us relevant, is if we're just looking young enough. What about my wisdom? I had a celebration yesterday. I went up to pick up my reading glasses. I read a lot, and I couldn't see properly. So I went and got reading glasses. And let me just tell you, the eye doctor and their entire staff was very confused. They said they've never seen someone pick up their reading glasses and dance. And I said, I earned this. I earned the right to have reading glasses through my lived embodied experience. I read so much and learned so much and lived so much, I wore my eyes out. Okay? That is worthy of a celebration. That is worthy of joy and pleasure. And dancing, yes. They were very confused. They've never seen anything like it. It's like, welcome to my world. We get to enjoy and live all of our wisdom, all of our experience. My mother lived every moment, even the worst of times, things that would break other people. She danced through it. This woman was never triggered. She triggered other people, yes, but she was never triggered. And so I didn't have a very long experience of how she would have gone, because she died a week before her 50th birthday. She only made it to 49, but I'm going to carry the torch. I'm going to be the first in my lineage to be aging with wisdom and with joy and with pleasure, and I'm going to monetize the hell out of it. As always. As always, aging makes us money. Wisdom is like, I'm turning wisdom into wealth. Alina has like a whole song around this. What does she say? She says, Mommy, you turn words into money and wisdom into wealth. Yeah, that's it. I got the rhythm. You turn words into money and wisdom into wealth. My 12-year-old is fascinated that I speak and people love to pay me. I speak and people love to pay me. But I don't talk nonsense. I speak wisdom. Actual lived embodied experience that you and I both have. And it's high time we celebrate it and we enjoy it and we get paid for it. Yes, monetize it. Give me a yes if you're ready. Give me a yes. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll have my team send out that Zoom link for those of you guys joining me for the certification pregame. If you want to grab Lakshmi, now's the time to do so. We are going to be having a prize jump on that soon. So I would love to see you in the offer creation. I'm in the music industry. I had a coach woman helping me so much when it comes to structure and the masculine parts, but would dismiss a bit the spiritual side. So now Amina is my only coach. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers to all of our various flavors of coaches and mentors and sages and guides. We need them all in different capacities. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one, and I'll definitely see you on Thursday in the certification pregame party. Bye, everyone.